A funeral was held today for one of the 4 University of Idaho students who were slain in their off-campus home on Sunday. The funeral was held for Ethan Chapin, and his mother had some words to say before the funeral, and it is just heartbreaking.
So my name is Stacy Chapin. I thought I could do this. Today we're here to honor the life and legacy of our son and brother, Ethan Chapin, one of the most incredible people you'll ever know. Together, we want to extend gratitude to the following. Our neighbors in Mount Vernon and LaConner, Washington, and the local communities of Priest Lake and Moscow, Idaho, for their ongoing support and care. Our extended family and friends who serve as beacons of strength and remain by our side throughout every moment. The Moscow Police Department, who now carry the burden every day, not only for us, but for all of the impacted families. And the many strangers across the country, your outreach and kind words are profoundly touching. Please know we now consider all of you friends. And lastly, we thank the media for keeping this story top of mind. Thank you.
Gonna have to choose.
Erin, are you okay? Please say you're all right. Get me out of here!
We have to give them air.
I can't breathe.
Whoever we point this lever at is gonna die.
What?
Do something!
He wants to choose, doesn't he? Oh my God.
I can't.
If we don't do something, both of them will die, Mark.
Jamie, please!
I don't want to die.
I don't want to die! Please help me!
We have to choose. Now!
I don't know, I'm pretending it's a hard decision. Bye, Kate.
No!
We had to do something. They were both gonna die.
Don't hurt the dog. No. No. Jamie, no. Jamie. Stop it, Jamie. If anything, do the collar. Can I just do the collar and not the neck? I don't want to do... I can't do that. She could just let it go.
Kaylee 2 months ago complained about a stalker.
If the killer used the code to the keypad rather than using the back door, it's likely they were familiar with the victims.
I know for a fact they locked their doors. I think a lot of people had, access to that door. But yes, that door had a keypad code.
Kaylee and Maddie, between 10 to 1:30 a.m., went to the corner club. After, they went to a food truck called Grub Truck, which happened to be streaming live on Twitch. If you scroll about 3 hours in, at 1:41 a.m., they show up in the video.
Hi!
Welcome back.
James, I think I would like the car.
Okay.
The girls seemed happy and were having a good time. When the girls leave, the gentleman in the white hoodie lifts his hand and then walks off. Police have spoken with him and he is no longer a suspect. These 10 minutes of live footage are haunting to watch. This is the last time the girls were seen before they went home. Meanwhile, Zaina and Ethan were at a fraternity party at Sigma. Link in bio for the full video.
Caution before I actually show you this picture, because this story is true. This is the police sketch of who has been named as the Cape Intruder. All of this dates back to 2005 in Cape Elizabeth, Maine, where there was a person who looks like this who was reportedly breaking into people's homes and watching them sleep. Like, people described that they would wake up, right, in the early mornings, and the first thing they would see was this man standing in their room, and the second they saw him, he would just bolt, like run out of the house. He never killed anybody, he never stole anything, he just like watched people. And the last recorded break-in was around February 2006 when he suddenly seemed to stop, and they never caught this guy. What's ironic and kind of disturbing about the photo is that he is a watcher, and it almost feels like when you're looking at it, he's watching you. And as always, if you're loving Creep Time, make sure to go follow on Insta.
Baby, I don't wanna love you. Tell me, do you wanna something new? All this time, I know, sure not mine. So baby, I don't wanna love you. Tell me, do you wanna something new? All this time, I know, sure not mine.
Here's an update of what is going on at the University of Idaho. In case you missed it, these 4 students were murdered at the University of Idaho a few weeks ago, and police still have no idea who did it. They haven't named any suspects. The coroner said that the victims were most likely asleep at the time that they were murdered, but that some of them may have tried to fight back. There were 2 other roommates that were home at the time of the attack, but those roommates did not hear anything, and it is believed that they slept through it. They have revealed that this house had 3 stories. The victims were found on the 2nd and 3rd stories, and the 2 other roommates were down on the 1st story. When the surviving roommates woke up the next day, they found one of the victims on the 2nd floor and called their friends because they believed that the victim had passed out and was not waking up. Friends arrived at the house, and that's when they called 911 about an unconscious person. When police arrived, they found that there were 4 victims who had been murdered. At this time, the roommates and all of the other friends that arrived at the house this morning are not suspects, persons of interest, or anything. They have been ruled out. Police have also revealed that Kaylee and Madison made several phone calls between around 2:30 and 3 a.m. to Kaylee's ex-boyfriend, Jack. He didn't pick up any of the phone calls because he was sleeping, and at this time, he is not a person of interest or suspect in the case. Additionally, the man seen in the video footage where Kaylee and Madison were getting food in the early morning hours has been ruled out. At this time, no suspect has been arrested or named. And police have said that at this time, they're not even sure if the perpetrator has stayed in the area or has fled. Police have also walked back on earlier statements where they said that there was no danger to the community, saying that they don't know if there is danger or not. That's all we know for now. I will keep you guys updated when more information comes out.
Breaking news! A Florida man facing life in prison for an armed robbery just drank bleach in the middle of court to try to avoid a guilty sentence. The trial took place in Miami, and many people are wondering how he got his hands on the chemicals after being in jail for nearly 3 years already. How do you think he did it?